Stage 2 of the Overwatch League is gearing up, and with it comes changes to the rosters, maps, and the metagame as a whole, with a new patch being implemented. New strategies, characters, and hopefully surprises as the inaugural season continues. Our Game House Player of the Week is going to be Rascal of the Dallas Fuel. And yes, he did change teams over from the Spitfire to the Dallas Fuel, and with this new team, we expect to see him to get a lot more playing time, which will really allow him to show his skills. Stage 2 kicks off with a battle between the Seoul Dynasty and the Los Angeles Valiant. After a shaking conclusion to what was an otherwise strong run during the Stage 1, we expect the Dynasty to come back with a vengeance, but not without some strong pressure from the Valiant, who have proven to be a force to reckon with. We expect this to be a close one, with the Dynasty winning 3-2. With a poor Stage 1 performance that left the Shanghai Dragons at the bottom of the pack, it is no surprise that the team has made some new additions. Unfortunately for them, the new members are undergoing some issues with visas, so we predict that because of this, we will see much of the same from the Dragons. We are also predicting that the Dallas Fuel will win this matchup 3-1. With Fissure joining the Gladiators, we could see some well-needed growth for the team's tank lineup, which potentially holds a boost for the Los Angeles Gladiators in Stage 2. The Shock could benefit from the new patch as well, and these new maps might fit them a little bit better, but only time will tell. We're going to predict this one though going to the Gladiators, 3-1. On Thursday, we'll start with the Outlaws and the Spitfire. With London coming off of a huge Stage 1 victory, a strong and confident push can be expected from them. However, the Houston Outlaws pulled off a huge third-place victory, so a Stage 2 fueled by the desire to make it even further can be expected. We predict this game will result in a Spitfire victory, with the score ending 3-2. The Stage 1 results did not end in the Excelsior's favor, so we expect Stage 2 might see the emergence of a more widely used Pine, whose lack of appearances may have cost New York in the Stage 1 championship. We expect a win from the Excelsior, but recent additions to the Mayhem could make this match a little more interesting. We expect the Excelsior to win 3-1. Ending Thursday, we have the Uprising and the Fusion. With the introduction of the newest patch into the league, we can definitely expect to see some changes for the Boston Uprising and the Philadelphia Fusion. Namely, we can expect to see Boston's Kelix breaking out his signature Lucio, with what will hopefully be a nice departure from the oversaturation of Mercy. We expect the Uprising to win with a score of 3-2. On Friday, we'll start with the Spitfire and the Excelsior. This grudge match has the potential to set the precedent for Stage 2, with both the Spitfire and the Excelsior fighting for the chance to claim early dominance. We predict we will see a reflection of Stage 1, with the Spitfire reigning over the Excelsior, but making it again close 3-2. In the realm of new players, this week could see the start of the Dallas Fuel and the Los Angeles Gladiators featuring Fissure and Rascal, both of them being traded from the Spitfire. These new additions, plus new meta changes, could make for a match we have yet to see from these two teams. We think that the Dallas Fuel will pull this one out 3-1. Ending Friday, we have the Shock and the Dynasty. The Dynasty's roster is now rumored to be full, with the addition of Gambler as a support. With the lack of depth at DPS for the Soul, this seems like a questionable decision, but matches against teams like the Shock will be telling as to if the team can make a comeback. We predict the Dynasty are going to win this one, and they're going to do it 4-0. Leading off our last day of Week 1, Stage 2, we have the Fusion and the Mayhem. With the addition of Zappis, Seiya Player, and Awesome Guy, the Florida Mayhem are looking as threatening as ever to make a run. We'll see if their new setup will challenge the Fusion, but our predictions stand that the Fusion will beat them, but only of a score of 3-2. In the middle match, we have the Boston Uprising and the Houston Outlaws. For this first week of Stage 2, we hope to see some performances from all of the new players in the league, but one we are especially excited for is that of FTC FCTN, the newest member of the Houston Outlaws. It will be an exciting match to witness. After the nail-biter that was the Uprising versus the Outlaws to end the last stage, we predict that the Outlaws will beat the Uprising 3-1. Ending the week, we have the Dragons and the Valiant. In the battle between the Dragons and the Valiant, the latter seem poised for victory. It will be interesting, however, to see if the team shows any major differences in their gameplay, thanks to their transition of a new coach. We expect the Valiant to dominate the Dragons, though, 4-0. Thank you for watching the Game House Overwatch League preview. We will be bringing you one every week before the matches start. We're also going to have a recap every day after the matches. You can find us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter. Those links are listed below. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And from our house to yours, keep it here at the Game House for all your sports and esports needs.